Welcome to this episode of Resetting Your Compass. This is the story of the preparation for the long tread. That is, pulling that tyre there, 850 miles, the entire length of the UK from John Groats to Land's End. So come along on this journey and see how we get on. Welcome folks to a couple of days into this week already. We've got the tyre back there. We're out today in the lovely woods of Wigmore Rolls. Absolutely gorgeous place. Took a bit of a detour today. Out for approximately 4 hours. Been out almost halfway now, so a couple of hours to go. That'll be about half a marathon in terms of distance, but it's lovely to go somewhere different and just see different things. And the weather today is absolutely gorgeous. Cold, but sunny. Really, really nice. We sent out loads more emails to kit suppliers, by the way. Loads more emails out to companies to try and get them on board. We've had quite a lot of press interest. GoFundMe contacted me the other day. They're promoting our fundraising for Black Dog Outdoors, heightening the awareness of mental illness. They're going to be sending that out to their entire press list, which is really good. So hopefully we'll get some press contacts back from that. It has been pretty good, that I've got to be honest. And other than that, really good news on the house, our house. We've had our first viewing today, which has been really nice. So hopefully we'll get that sold as well. Not too long after we hopefully buy the other one, because that's going through smoothly as far as I know. Everything seems to be ticking along quite nicely with that. So yeah, all in all, it's pretty good. Can't really complain. What I will say though, this is going to be the last video for 2 weeks. By the way, we're going to miss a week. Going to have a bit of time off just to get ourselves together. And obviously ready for the John Groats Land's End, the long tread, and yeah, really, really nice. I'll also pop in here as well. We've got the logo back from Richard. Really, really good logo. I'll pop it on the video so you can see the first exclusive of that one for the long tread. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm going to send that down to the printers this week, so hopefully in a week or so, a couple of weeks, we'll get that back and we can get that on the tyre then, and then at least when people see us, they'll know exactly what we're doing and we can get some money in for the charity, which is what this is all about in the first place. So that's really good news. And yeah, I will crack on and I'll update you a little bit later. So this is the logo, folks, the long tread logo, and basically we've had this made up to go on the back of the tyre. So when I'm walking, everybody can see it. That's the whole idea of this. Because if you can imagine, I'm doing this solo, so I've not got all these big cars behind me or people in jackets and all this sort of stuff. I'm doing this solo, so I needed to get a message out there, and a very simple message at that. And somebody came up, Doug came up with a really great idea of calling it the long tread. Obviously play on the word tread, which is really, really good news. And then I had it designed up to put it as the best I possibly can, because it's going to be on the back of the tyre. Now, it sounds really weird, but I'm walking with the traffic, so to speak. So I'm walking in the same direction as the traffic. So the traffic will always be behind me as it passes me. The reason for that is quite simple. When you're walking with the traffic, people don't have to stop. They slow down to pass you, but they don't physically stop. And also, if somebody hits the tyre, they hit the tyre rather than me, and I'm a good 10 metres in front of them and can get out of the way if something did happen. Hopefully never will, because in training it's never happened. But just be cautious and safe. That's why we're doing it that way. Putting it on the sides, because obviously people come in the other way, will then be able to look across to wonder what we're doing. It's a very simple 3 words, the long tread. It's also very distinctive. If you actually Google the long tread, there's not a lot that comes up on Google. We come up 4th now on the video, so we're doing pretty well on that score, and I'm hoping by the time we get to the actual challenge itself, we're number 1 for the long tread, so people can read it and go, oh, what's that? Get home and Google the long tread, and that's when it'll obviously be showing exactly what we do. That's the reason for it. Colour-wise, black and white. Now, oddly enough, yellow on black stands out far better than anything else. They tend to say that reads better, but if you think about it, we all read on computer screens which are black and white. All signposts on the road generally are black and white. There's a little bit of red in there, but everything's black and white. Our brains are used to black and white, and that's why we've put it on black and white, to make it stand out as much as possible, because people are used to this, especially on roads. So quite a lot of thought has gone into this logo, and we're hoping. I've just dropped it at the printers yesterday, so that is now there. It's been printed up. That will be done in the next couple of weeks, and then we'll get it on the tyre, get it out there, and let's see how this goes. But I'm really happy with the design. A company called Character Designs, a chap called Richard designed it for me. Really good. I'll put a link to his website on the chat as well. And he's also one of our partners now for the challenge. So that's really good news. So thank you to them, and I hope you enjoy that. And yeah, really good. Well, golf didn't happen this week. That was my own fault. Obviously, I put Wednesday aside to actually go and play golf for the first time in 6 weeks. And I accidentally forgot that the races were on, because Ludlow Golf Course is on the race course as well. And about 3 times a year, give or take, it affects actual golfing days. And it just happens to be by pure fluke that the Wednesday I wanted to play is the same Wednesday that the race is on. So that's sad. But however, I didn't let the day go to waste. What I actually did was I started sending out for grants. So there are lots and lots of grants available for adventurers. They're not very big, but then quite a few of them start to stack up. So it's worth, if you can get a couple of grand, it's well worth it, especially for the long tread, because the long tread's going to cost, I'm guessing, around £3,000. So obviously I need to cover that cost. And I've gone for a few grants. So I sent out lots and lots of grants yesterday. Really easy to do. You just Google adventure grants and you'll see lots and lots of blogs with these on it. A lot of the grants don't exist anymore because a lot of people set them up for just a year or something like that. But there are some really good ones out there. So I've sent about 5 off, I think, yesterday. There are different types of grants. There's grants for young people. Obviously, I'm not young anymore. There's grants for just general people. There's grants for ladies rather than gents, etc. There's different ones out there. So if you are looking to do an adventure of any type, seriously go for the grants as well, because you'd be surprised how many people don't actually try and apply for these sort of things. So you're probably in quite a small pool of people to apply for these grants. You never know. If you've got something unique or different, or just something normal, to be honest, just apply. You never know. You might be able to get that few £100s or a few £1,000s that makes your dream come true. So that's what I did on the Wednesday, just to make sure it didn't happen. So golf, unfortunately, I'm hoping to get a game of golf in a few weeks' time, but I definitely will get a game of golf in prior to going to long tread. So that's the end of the week, folks. It's been a cracking week this week, and as I say, sadly, I am not around next week. I'm having a week off completely. It's nice just to switch off completely from everything and restart again. But I'll have a great video back to you in 2 weeks' time with actually a different adventure in there as well. So watch out for that. Thank you very much for watching, folks, and thank you for subscribing. And I will catch you all in 2 weeks' time.